one, and he has the ball taken absolutely away from him. And big number 77.
And the band started playing, and everybody was swaying. And the coach in the back said everyone attacked, and it turned into a ball game blitz. And the quarterback backed, and then he got sacked, turning into a ball game blitz. Ball game blitz.
There's a pass. It's caught by Noakes over the middle. He's going to go all the way.
A ball game blitz. A ball game blitz. It's ball game blitz. Blitz, blitz, ball game blitz. Blitz, blitz, a ball game blitz. Oh, it's a ball game blitz.
All right, I'm here with Joe Gaddis, head mentor for the Golden Tide. And Coach, a week from Thanksgiving, this is a dream if you're a high school football player to be playing in playoffs.
Oh, it is. I love it. This is what it's all about. My favorite practice of the year is Thanksgiving morning, and hopefully we'll win tonight and be practicing next week. But, you know, we've got to take care of tonight.
Absolutely. We've got to take care of tonight. What do you think going in, keys to the victory for the Golden Tide will be?
I think our defense has got to not only keep them from putting many points on the board, but we've got to keep them from controlling the ball and running the clock. They play with great defense, but one of the best defenses, as you well know, being a football guy, is when your offense is on the field running the clock, the other offense is on the sideline watching the game. We can't allow that to happen.
All right. Coach, let's keep this thing rolling. Keep playing. What do you say? Roll Tide.
All right. Appreciate it.
Hello, this is Ed Norman, broker with LA Realty of Trenton. I want to thank all of you for making LA #1 in our community. We aim to take good care of our customers to the best of our ability. We know that's how a successful real estate firm operates in a small town. Please remember us when you need help or just advice about your real estate. Thanks again.
Well, we welcome you to the Ball Game Blitz High School Television Football Show, coming to you from Dresden High School for quarterfinal action between the Lions of Dresden and your Peabody Golden Tide. Tonight's winner advances to next week's semifinal game, which will be either at Adamsville or Loretta, Tennessee, which is in Middle Tennessee. And, of course, that's only one game away from every high school player's dream, and that's to make it all the way to Cookeville. Welcome you tonight, and we hope we've got a great game in store for us. As we look across the way, Peabody has a capacity crowd. It's been overflowing all night. We've got a number of Peabody fans here in the home stands for Dresden, as the Golden Tide captains have made their way onto the field. And representing the Golden Tide as captains tonight will be number 16, Ty Fields, number 71, Noah Allen, number 2, Tyler Gatlin, and number 67, Hayden Whitby. And the other members of the Golden Tide are in the end zone getting spirited up and getting ready for what we think will be one of the best games all across the state of Tennessee tonight. Two evenly matched teams here between the Golden Tide and the Lions of Dresden. A lot of connections in tonight's football game, mainly through the coaching staffs of both teams. Joe Gaddis and the Hodge brothers, Coach Gaddis, while he was the head mentor at Henry County 2 years ago, and there's a great friendship between the Hodges and Coach Gaddis. Coach Gaddis told me earlier in the week that they talk numerous times through the week and many times during the day by texting one another. And so we think that these two teams are going to know each other very well, and we think we've got an outstanding contest in the making for us here. Capacity crowd, and here comes the Golden Tide onto the field.
I'm standing next to a radio guy, so I'm going to be doing play-by-play. Another commentary for Tide. No, I won't have.
The captains for Dresden have made their way out, and representing the Lions from Dresden, number 34 is their stellar running back, Devin Raymer. He's going to be the 90% of their offense, I believe. as he's got 1,800 yards rushing this year. Number 62 is another senior, Brandon Burton, and number 57 for the Lions, Josh Turnbow. And so the captains are making the way to the midfield stripe, escorted by several of the referees and our own Rachel Schulze's down on the field, and we'll go to her just a moment here, as she will have player introductions and the captains as they're being talked to by the officials. Let's go to Rachel.
62.
Gentlemen, congratulations.
Brandon
Playoffs this fall. Guys, sportsmanship at its very best out here. We will not talk back and forth to each other. You talk to your own teammates. Do we understand that? Guys, you will be sitting on the sidelines if you want to run your mouth. All right, guys, the ball carrier's laying on the ground. Tell him to leave it there. We'll take care of it. Guys, we'll get a pile, roll off the pile. I want to see two hands in the back of the head, middle of the back. Guys, the ball carrier's laying on the ground. The whistle doesn't have to blow. He is down. He will not get up and run the football. Do we understand each other? All right, guys. Black, you are home. White, you're visitors. You get to call the toss. There's tails, heads. Call it in there. If I drop it, we'll do it again, okay? Excuse me? Tails? It is tails. You defer. You like to defer? White on the top. We'll defer to the second half.
Peabody has won the toss.
Kick off. Let's go. Defend the scoreboard.
They defer to the second half. The Lions will receive the ball.
And so the Golden Tide will be kicking off to the Dresden, and they'll be defending the north goal line. And we're getting ready for the start of quarterfinal action here from Dresden, Tennessee. Dresden comes into tonight's game with a record of 10-1. Their only defeat was to the Huntington Mustangs, a common opponent of Peabody, who also defeated Peabody. And Peabody comes into the contest tonight with a 9-3 record, and the only 3 blemishes on their record are teams that 2 of them are still in the playoffs. The Milan Bulldogs, the first game of the year, followed by Huntington, the second game, and then about the 4th game of the year, Dyersburg. And so Peabody's won 7 straight coming into tonight's action, and we're going to take a break momentarily as the Dresden Lions get ready to come onto the field, and we'll be back just after this short break as you're getting ready to watch Golden Tide football on TV 22, Trenton's local cable channel.
At Raspberry Tire, we can help you with brakes, transmission flushes, interstate battery replacement, all types of suspension repairs, and alignments. We carry several major oil brands and tire brands, including Firestone and Bridgestone. Our service center can balance both passenger car tires and semi-truck tires, and fill your tires with nitrogen. With 30 years of towing experience, we can haul small, compact cars to semi-trucks, and we are the only wrecker service in Gibson County with heavy-duty towing and recovery services. Come visit us at 2216 Highway 45 Bypass, Trenton.
The Golden Tide is set to kick off here in Dresden, Tennessee. Drew Sanders will be kicking off for the Golden Tide. Drew's done an outstanding job all year, able to keep the ball away from the very best runners that we faced each year. As we look across the way, we see Coach Gaddis over on about the 27-yard line, and so Drew may be angling the ball over to him, and here's the kickoff. And instead, Drew kicks the ball straight down the field, and it's going to be taken by number 8. And he's going to be knocked out of bounds. Pretty good lick coming up, finishing off by Drew Sanders. Number 11, Drew Sanders was on the tackle. And so Dresden takes over 1st and 10. Dresden's got a ball control offense, very similar to what we faced against Huntington. And their philosophy is to go 3-4 yards in a cloud of dust. Every now and then they'll throw a pass on you, but they want to keep the ball, drive it down the field, keep Peabody's offense off the field. And as Coach Gaddis told us in the pregame show, one of the keys for the Golden Tide is going to be getting their offense off the field. Unsportsmanlike conduct is a call against Peabody as we start this game. 15-yard penalty.
Outstanding field position to start this ball series.
And I believe the call was against Coach Gaddis over on the sideline, as one of the officials ran into Coach Gaddis as he was too close to the sideline. At least that's the word we're getting up here from the coaches. And so Peabody makes its first mistake of the night, and Dresden's got pretty good field position as they have the ball 1st and 10 inside of Peabody territory. Evidently we have a clock malfunction, and so let's take a break right here, and we'll come back if they get it straightened out, as we'll be ready to start this game as the referee's making his way to the press box. We'll take time out. You're watching Golden Tide football here on TV 22, Trenton's local cable channel.
Hello, this is Ed Norman, broker with LA Realty of Trenton. I want to thank all of you for making LA #1 in our community. We aim to take good care of our customers to the best of our ability. We know that's how a successful real estate firm operates in a small town. Please remember us when you need help or just advice about your real estate. Thanks again.
So we're back to action. We hope we've got this clock straightened out as we're ready to start this contest. Dresden's got good field position to start this first drive as they're all the way in Peabody's territory at the 47-yard line, where they will put it in play 1st and 10. Two tight ends with a wingback to the right. And coming back across the formation is Devin Raymer, number 34. He's on the loose. He's got the ball down to the 10, and he's met there by Logan Morris and knocked down at about the 6 or 7 yard line. And just like that, Dresden's knocking on the door of the Golden Tide. And so misdirection is the order of the day. And Peabody's going to have the learning curve early in this contest, because this is Dresden's game. They believe in misdirection, and you start watching that backfield, and they'll come back across to the weak side. 1st and 10 for Dresden. Two tight ends, wing back over to the right. They come back out of the stance and look back over here to one of their coaches to get the play. And now we've got wing back to the left and a fullback. And Raymer's going to be getting the ball, and he's going to walk in for a touchdown. And so with 11:16 to go here in the first period, just like that, Dresden comes out, jumps all over Peabody with a touchdown as they go up 6-0. And so Peabody's going to have to make the adjustment here early in this contest, as Dresden has a misdirection offense. And if you haven't seen that lately, if you're a defense, the learning curve on that usually takes about a half a game, but Peabody's going to have to make an adjustment sooner than that. The snap is down and the kick is up, and the kick is no good, off to the right. And so that's a plus for Peabody as Dresden goes out to a 6-0 lead here in the quarterfinal action from Dresden. Dresden's fixing to kick off to the Golden Tide, and Peabody will go on offense for the first time tonight. You're watching Golden Tide football on TV 22. We'll be back after this short break.
Right now, 1 in 3 drivers is cruising around in a state of skepticism about just how much value their car insurance companies deliver. If you're one of them, State Farm agent Amy Greer in Trenton can help you get to a better state, because she'll talk with you, listen to you, and help put together a policy that has you written all over it, from cost to coverage, all backed by 24/7 customer support. Feeling less skeptical? Then call State Farm agent Amy Greer in Trenton and officially get to a better state with State Farm.
Well, after a short series for Dresden, starting with a sideline warning, then just a few plays into the end zone, missed tackles on our part, but they missed the extra point, 6-0 Dresden.
And so Dresden's set to kick off after taking an early lead, 6-0 against the Golden Tide. 2 plays and they're in the end zone as they start that drive at about the midfield or the 47-yard line of Peabody. Here's the kickoff from Dresden. Pooch kick to the sideline and taken right in the middle of the field by number 19, Jordan Johnson. He's going to have the ball out to about the 42-yard line where he's tackled by several members of the Dresden defense. And Peabody will take over 1st and 10.
6-0. August brings his Golden Tide troops on the field, number 3. He's going to send
Peabody comes out in the spread formation with 1 tight end to the left. That's Ryan White. Tavarian Barnett joins quarterback in the backfield in the pistol. Little toss pitch going to the right or to the left, and it's going to be a gain of about 3 or 4 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down and about 7. And so we'd have to think that we're going to see some wrinkles tonight from Coach Gaddis. By talking with him earlier in the week, he felt like we were going to have to throw the ball tonight to keep Dresden off balance and to keep the ball moving. And so let's see how soon Peabody will start throwing the ball in this contest. Spread formation, tight end to the left, Barnett in the backfield with Bogus. Toss pitch coming out here to the right. Barnett turns up, and Barnett's running downhill, and he's going to have a 1st down as he gets the ball across the midfield stripe down to about the 46-yard line of Dresden. Tackled by number 64 from Dresden, Bobby Hampton, coming up and making the play. But the first down for the Golden Tide tonight. Our first downs tonight are sponsored by Amy Greer, State Farm. Be sure and thank Amy and all her staff down on South College, and be sure and call them for whatever your insurance needs are. She's got a great business and a great staff, and we appreciate her support of Golden Tide football.
2 right, 1 receiver left.
Spread formation, tight end to the left. Bogus is going to keep it coming around the right side, and he's going to have no gain on the play. Maybe a gain of 1. No, it's going to be probably a loss of about a half a yard on the play. Tackle by number 22 for the Dresden Lions by number 42, Austin Daniel. A loss of about a yard on the play brings up 2nd down and 11 for the Golden Tide. Tight end to the left, 2 wideouts to the right. Gadlin spread left at the top of the formation. Barnett's to the right side of Bogus. Barnett's running the ball out to the left side. He's got a little room out there. And a flag comes down on the play. Probably going to be a hold against the Golden Tide.
Big 40-12 win. Number 2 seed Memphis Westwood in a game played at historic Crump Stadium.
Holding is the call against the Golden Tide, and so that ball is going to be marked off from the spot of the foul. 10-yard penalty against Peabody.
Trenton Peabody did not see the call. Maybe we'll get another call from the official. It's going to be a hold against Peabody.
And so Peabody has been charged with its 2nd penalty of the game, the first coming on the opening kickoff. And reportedly the official ran into Coach Joe Gaddis coming down the sideline and didn't give him a warning or anything, but just threw a 15-yard penalty, sideline warning, an infraction against the Golden Tide mentor. 2nd down and 20 for Peabody. Running up the middle is Tavarian Barnett. Looked like he had a small seam, but got his feet kind of crossed up right there at the midfield stripe. Tackle by number 42 for the Lions, and that's Austin Daniel on the tackle. That's his 2nd tackle tonight.
Ball is number 2 at Tyler Gladden, 519 yards.
Penalty at number 3 against the Golden Tide right here.
In their games.
And it's going. The penalty is going to be declined, and so it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 15 for Peabody. Certainly a throwing situation for the Golden Tide.
Far side hash as the Golden Tide moves from left to right on your radio dial.
Hey, Frankie, take him up.
Play has been signaled in.
To the left, one to the right.
Bogus is in shotgun formation. He's back to pass. Over the middle, wide open, is Najuan Miller, and he almost made an outstanding catch, but as he was coming down with it, he was popped pretty good, and the ball jumped out. And so Dresden plays good defense. Coach Gaddis told us earlier in the week that Dresden will be the best defense that the Golden Tide has seen all year, as they're not going to beat themselves, and they're always going to line up, and they're going to make you earn everything you get against them. And right there's a perfect example, as Peabody will be forced to punt on their first possession. On to punt for the Golden Tide is number 11, Drew Sanders. The spotlight, or the up back, is number 1, Logan Morris. There's the snap, and the kick is away, and the ball is going to be down to about the 8-yard line, 9-yard line, where the Dresden player just falls on it instead of letting the ball roll down any further. And so very good job by Drew Sanders kicking the Lions deep into their own territory. And so Peabody needs to figure out this offense from Dresden and get them off the field and get back on offense.
But he's the problem causing they're using him as a blocker.
Two tight ends for Dresden. An offense very similar to Huntington. Two wing backs left and to the right, and they've got a little up back right there in the middle. They line up, and then they come out of their formation to get a play call. And here's the play. Ball's handed off to Raymer. And he's on the loose again, and he's going to have a pickup of about 6 on the play, and tackled by number 16, Ty Fields.
The big one is from scrimmage.
On defense for the Golden Tide tonight is number 2, Tyler Gadlin, 19. Jordan Johnson, 86. Ryan White, 79. Bubba Bailey, 67. Is Big Hayden Whitby. And number 9, Aaron Lowry. Number 8, Malik Dokes. Second down and 3, and he's on the loose. There's Raymer. And Raymer, no, that's number 11. He's on the loose. He's carrying down the field. That's Colton Swafford. And Swafford's going to be down all the way to about the 2 to 3 yard line, and just like that, Colter Swafford's got the ball down all the way in Peabody's territory, as that he takes the ball on a direct snap as from the fullback position, and that's awfully hard to stop if you're a defense and you haven't seen this offense. They will direct snap to both of these kids out of the backfield, but we've got a penalty. Holding is the call against Dresden, and so that's Peabody's good luck and Dresden's misfortune, as a hold brings back a long run by Colter Swafford on the play.
Step off the penalty after that, mark it from the 30, and it's going to be a 10-yard penalty, the first penalty of the night for the
10-yard penalty against the Dresden Lions, but they'll have it 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
A 6-0 lead over your Trenton Peabody.
And so penalties have hurt both of these teams tonight, and that certainly was a positive penalty for the Golden Tide,
Third play
as Dresden was guilty of holding.
Of this drive.
8 minutes and 35 seconds to go here in the first period, the quarterfinal action from Dresden, Tennessee. Dresden's leading this contest 6-0.
And shotgun formation, the wing back. Here's an inside handoff.
Inside handoff again. Pretty good run. Gain of about 5 yards on the play. Tackled by 86, Ryan White.
He spent most of the night last week in the Wildcat formation.
He's got to come out here
and 58 yards on the evening.
Johnson comes out of the ball game, and into the contest is number 5, Lamar Bogard. 2nd down and 4 for the Dresden Lions.
Standing room only in the crowd, as far as the crowd goes here tonight in Dresden, Tennessee. An outstanding
2nd and 4, Dresden.
2nd down and 4, 7:56.
2 tight ends, wing to the left.
Formation, snap, mishandled.
Ball is handed off, and he's going to be hit as Bubba Bailey missed him in the backfield, and finally tackled for about a 1-yard loss by several members of the Golden Tide defense. And there is number 9, Aaron Lowry, as well as number 86, Ryan White.
The quarterback Raymer caused that, and tackled by the right side of the Trenton Peabody defense. Third down and 4, 7.5 minutes to go.
Third down and 5 for Dresden.
Shotgun formation. Tight formation, double tight end.
Double tight end, wing back to the right. He comes in motion, and there he is right up the center of the field. And he's going to be awfully close to a first down. He may going to be awfully close. Tackled by number 16, Ty Fields. And 15 is done on the tackle as well.
Short of the 30. Where's the chain over there?
It's at 31, isn't it?
7 carries, 60.
Ball appears to be just a little short, and the timeout is taken by the official for an official measurement.
Quick look at the scoreboard. It's Boyd Buchanan now leading Grace Christian in 2-8 quarter.
Daniel Hodges was in on that tackle, number 15, a sophomore who plays safety for the Golden Tide. Our friend Joey Johnson tonight is on the sideline with sideline camera person Rachel Schulze, and it'll be interesting to hear their comments as the game proceeds and notice some of the things that they've got to show us. And that's going to be enough for the first down for Dresden. And so Dresden maintains control of the ball here in the first period.
Let's just say friendly confines of the visitors press box here at Dresden High School. I've got the fine coaches for Dresden sharing a press box with me, and I'm just glad that everybody took a shower today.
First and 10 for Dresden. 2 tight ends.
And you have Raymer at the right wing.
2 wing backs.
Now they show a double wing.
And now Raymer comes back to join the quarterback in the backfield.
Offset tailback, man in motion.
Quarterback's going to keep the ball, and there to tackle him from behind is going to be number 5, Lamar Bogard. There's a lot of misdirection in the backfield for Dresden. Will be played tonight.
2 yards of the play. Dresden defense didn't fight on the legs, and I guess the crossback.
And it's going to take maybe a quarter or so for the learning curve for our defense to get a hold of what they're doing. You just can't simulate that in practice, no matter how many times you see it from a scout team. A scout team is not going to show you a true look like what the Golden Tide defense is seeing right now in the game action. Almost a bad snap. And number 11, Colton Swafford, is loose. He's running down the field, and he's going to go all the way. And that's one of the secrets of their offense. They'll lull you to sleep and then throw the ball over your head. Touchdown, Dresden.
12-0.
And that's hard to defend, folks.
That's the outside guy there.
You set your cap to stop that run, and they throw the ball right over the top of your head. And the extra point is going to be no good, and so that's another positive for the Golden Tide, as they're only down 12-0 in this contest. It's 12-0, and we'll be back as Dresden gets ready to kick off the Peabody. You're watching Golden Tide football in the quarterfinal action here from Dresden, TV 22, Trenton's local cable channel.
After Dresden was held back from a penalty after a long run, we see that long pass catches us off guard. They go in for a touchdown but miss the extra point. 12-0 Dresden.
All right, Dresden set to kick off. And I expect them to do the same thing they did the time before, just a high pooch kick, and golf ball's going to be taken over to Jared Penn. And if they're not careful, Jared Penn will run it back on him, as he's one of the fastest members of the Golden Tide on offense. But they trap him pretty good down at about the 28-29 yard line, where Peabody will take over 1st and 10. And so Dresden plays keep away from the Golden Tide, much like the Golden Tide have done all year against the better running backs from the teams that we have faced. And so Peabody needs to put a drive together here, get it into the end zone, and settle down here early in this contest. 5 minutes and 34 seconds to go in the first period. Sideline warning against the Golden Tide again.
Sideline warning begin play here. Trenton on their second possession of this ball. He'll be out of shotgun formation. He'll have Tavarian Barnett in the backfield.
1st and 10, Peabody.
One receiver to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Dokes, one of those receivers.
Braxton Bogus in the backfield as quarterback. Joining him is number 22, Tavarian Barnett, and he's tackled as he's going through the line there by number 72, I believe, on the tackle. And I believe that's Dylan Jolly making the tackle for Dresden.
There we go. Parker got a little bit happy. It's going to be about 3.5 yards pickup, 4-yard pickup.
2nd down, and looks like it's going to be a long 6, a short 7.
2nd down and a long 6 for the Golden Tide. 5 minutes exactly.
Tight end to the left. 2 wideouts to the right for the Peabody. Ball's handed off to Tavarian Barnett. He comes around the right side. And Barnett's going to have a pickup of maybe 4 on the play. Tackled by number 20 for the Lions. Joey Caldwell, a junior, comes up and makes the stop against Barnett, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 2.
So far, Trenton's been able to run with some success against this Dresden ball club, but nothing to show for it here. Here's some substitutions. 3rd and 2 for Peabody as the offense kind of changes side. Flip-flop. Tight end will now be to the right. Gadlin will be high here on the sideline. And across the way will be Najuan Miller in the slot, and number 8, Malik Dokes on the wideout. Number 22, Tavarian Barnett on the carry, and he's going to be trapped back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of about 5 or 6 on the play. And Dresden was ready for that, as a number of their defenders were over there, and they had Tavarian Barnett corralled up, and he couldn't do anything, and tried to make something out of nothing, but he was tackled for about a 5-yard loss on the play. 4th down, and Drew Sanders is on for the Golden Tide, and we'll have to punt the football. Trenton Peabody is going to be number 11, Drew Sanders. Had a great kick his first time up. He's going to need another one here with 3.5 minutes to go.
There's the snap. Here's the kick. Kick is off, and the ball's going to be caught there by Raymer, and Peabody comes out of that ball with it. Peabody reaches up under the pile and comes out with it. And that was Ty Fields coming in there getting that football for the Golden Tide. And so Devin Raymer comes up fielding the punt for the Dresden Lions, and it slides right through his hands, and Peabody's there jumping on it. And so that's the break that the Golden Tide has needed to get back in this football game. And let's see the Golden Tide put it in the end zone now.
Now the Golden Tide inside the Lions territory at the
3 minutes and 14 seconds to go here in the first period. Peabody's down 12-0.
Take advantage of these opportunities when they are given to you.
Bogus is back to pass. He tried to throw it. He had to pull it down. And now he throws it deep into the end zone, and it's ricocheted off several members of the Dresden defense. And up fighting for the ball, it looked like it was number 22, Tavarian Barnett. And the ball falls harmlessly to the ground. But Coach Joe Gaddis went for it all right there on 1st down after the big turnover.
Made that rush, rolled to his left, and had a receiver open briefly, but the Dresden Lions defense.
2nd and 10 for Peabody.
Slightly interference, he had to evade some
3 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the first period.
To the right, 1 left. Barnett, the
tight end to the left. Barnett carries the football up the middle, and Dresden's ready for him. as the Golden Tide offensive line is not getting a very good push right now early in this contest against a very tough defense for Dresden. It's a tackle made by number 72, Dylan Jolly, on the play. Pickup of about 1.5, and that'll bring up third down and 8.
Leading rusher in this ball game for the Golden Tide. Raymer with 63 yards on 7 carries.
Tight end to the left. Barnett comes over to the right side. Rolling out is number 8, the quarterback, number 3, Braxton Bogus, and he throws it down here short as it bounces right before number 10, Najuan Miller. And so 3 and out is the order of the day, and Peabody's going to have to make a decision right here to either punt the football or go for it on 4th down.
Deep in Dresden territory. 4th and 8.
4th and 8. And Dresden keeps their defense on the field as the Golden Tide appears to be going for it here early in this contest.
2 to the right.
And they will go for it. Back to pass is Bogus. And Bogus has got all day, and he throws the ball right into the hands of the Dresden defender as he steps up and read that ball coming his way, and he comes up right before him and makes the play. And interception is by number 34, Devin Raymer, their stellar running back on offense. Bogus telegraphed where he was going to go, trying to out and up on the far sideline, and Dresden was ready for it, and so Peabody turns the ball over on an interception. 1st and 10 for Dresden as they have the ball at the midfield stripe.
The opportunity was given to them with the ball deep in Dresden territory. Here's
that's only because they checked.
Dresden Lions now coming with a 5-man front. They've got 10 men within 6 yards of the line of scrimmage, actually about 8 within.
1st and 10, Dresden. Ball turns around, hands it off to Raymer, and Peabody's outflanked on the play, but they're making the tackle for Peabody is number 16. Ty Fields comes up and grabs a hold of the jersey and slings him down for it looks like it'll be a pickup of about 3 on the play.
Officially already, and the Lions of Dresden inside Trenton Peabody territory.
And so Dresden is able to get to the corner against Peabody on defense.
I'd say ball just inside the 47, about the 46.
And they have shown their ability to do that over and over tonight.
Again, they'll come out in a tight formation.
Pickup of 4 brings up 2nd down and 6 for Dresden.
It's going to be Swafford at the left.
1 minute and 20 seconds to go here in the first period of action.
Tailback.
Raymer on the carry,
Left tackle, he breaks inside.
and he's going to be tackled on the play by number 1, Logan Morris, and that's going to be enough for the 1st down.
He's now got 9 carries and 72 yards already on the evening, and we've still got 55 seconds to go here.
1st down for Dresden as Raymer puts a good move on the defense of Peabody. Lowers the shoulder, comes out wide, and there to greet him is number 1 for the Golden Tide, Logan Morris, and he makes a good solo individual tackle on him, but it's after Raymer had enough for a 1st down.
Inside Golden Tide territory at the 40, near side hash, the Lions moving from
under a minute to play, 40 seconds in this first period. Dresden's driving the football, their 3rd possession of this first quarter.
Tight formation, Swafford wingback. It's going to be a hand.
Colton Swafford is going to be running the ball. Swalter is going to be running the football and tackled by number 67, Hayden Whitby on the play.
The inside handoff to Swafford from the left wing. 16 seconds to go here in the quarter.
About 10 seconds to go here in this first period of action, and that looks like that's going to bring an end to the first period as Peabody's down 12-0, and they need to come up with a turnover right here as the Dresden Lions have taken the first quarter lead against your Peabody Golden Tide. We'll be back for the start of the second quarter as you're watching Golden Tide football on TV 22, Trenton's local cable channel.
Hello, this is Ed Norman, broker with LA Realty of Trenton. I want to thank all of you for making LA #1 in our community. We aim to take good care of our customers to the best of our ability. We know that's how a successful real estate firm operates in a small town. Please remember us when you need help or just advice about your real estate. Thanks again.
And so Peabody's down 12-0 here in the start of the second quarter, and Peabody's kind of started slow every game this year, and they've always turned it around in the second quarter. And let's see if they can do the same thing here against a pretty good Dresden football team, and that's Raymer going to be tackled from behind by number 9, Aaron Lowry.
No, that's the backside. That's all the way from the backside.
He's already got 76 yards.
Yeah, they just didn't block Lowry that time. The tight end.
Pickup of about 3 on the play.
Number 9.
And
it's going to be third.
It'll be third down for the Dresden Lions. Peabody needs to hold the football, or Peabody needs to make a stop right here on defense.
PHS16NOV12A Class 2A quarterfinal action.
You would think that Dresden is in 4-down territory.
On the homestanding of Lions of Dresden High School.
2 tight ends, wing back to the right.
It's going to be
quarterback is going to be keeping the football, and he's going to be trips and falls. That's Raymer, as his knee goes down at about the 41-yard line, and that's going to be a loss of about 2, maybe 3 on the play. And Dresden will be going for it on 4th down.
Well out of the range of their kicking team, so Dresden's going for it here on 4th down. They've thrown one pass.
Look for Dresden to try to pull Peabody off sides here on 4th down. And let's hope that Peabody is disciplined enough not to jump. For you would think that Dresden will certainly try to get them to jump. Nope, they don't. Inside handoff to Raymer. And Raymer is going to be moving the ball forward. And he's going to have enough for a 1st down, as they have a little inside handoff, double inside handoff, as the quarterback handed it off to Coulter Swafford, and Swafford handed it back off to Raymer, coming back against the flow of the defense, and that's going to be enough for a 1st down for Dresden.
4-yard performance from last week with another big night of rushing. The Lions come to the line of scrimmage.
Golden Tide fans haven't had a whole lot to cheer about so far early in this contest, as the Dresden defense has stood up pretty tough right here. Pickup of about 5, maybe 6 on the play, and tackled by number 27 for the Golden Tide. That's Ray Buchanan from his inside linebacker position.
Pickup of 6 on the play.
Who carried the ball then? Was that Raymer? Yeah. I can't. These numbers are going to see.
And I agree with the Trenton Filmer a little bit in the booth next.
3rd down and 4 for Dresden. Come on, Tide men.
Wing back to the left.
Need a stop right here.
Inside handoff to the wing back, going around right side.
Colton Swafford running the football. He's going to have it all the way down in. Touchdown for Dresden. As Coulter Swafford takes the handoff from Raymer and comes down to the right side of the sidelines, and he goes in for the score. And Peabody goes down by a score of 18-0 here with 9:20 to play in the second period of action. Dresden's lines up to go for 2 as their first 2 extra points they've missed. And Peabody jumps off sides on defense, and they'll be that much closer, and so they'll certainly go for it now.
Offside. Against Trenton. That'll be half the distance to the goal. A 1.5-yard penalty, and you're definitely going for it 2 now in this situation.
86 is
Here comes some heavy.
The Dresden Lions bringing in their heavy package here, going to get some extra size into the backfield to block for Raymer.
Extra blockers into the contest for the Lions on offense.
Send a receiver wide to the left. Power package
Raymer takes the football. He goes up off the left tackle, and he goes in, and the two-point conversion is good. And so with 9:20 to play, Dresden takes a commanding 20-0 lead against the Golden Tide here in quarterfinal action. Peabody's got to wake up and get in this football game, or it's going to be over before halftime. As you're watching Golden Tide football on TV 22, Trenton's local cable channel.